Hey, I'm live. There's only one of you in here now. I am not going to stream on TikTok, so we'll see. I don't see anybody in the live chat. That is okay. And I am going to read a couple books to you tonight. I'm going to read You Are My I Love You, which is one of my son's absolute favorites. And then I'm going to read The Kissing Hand. So I can only tell that one person is in here. There's Natasha. Hey, I know it's not quite 8 o'clock, but we'll wait till people, you know what I'm saying? We'll wait till a couple more of you are in here. Hey, there are 5 of you in here. And so, yeah, I just said we're reading The Kissing Hand and we're reading You Are My I Love You. That light is pretty bright, but could you turn it down a little bit, Brian? How are you guys doing? And then I will sing you some lullabies. And those of you who are coming here because you want to hear me read to you and sing you lullabies, yay. Yeah, it just needs to not be quite so glary. That's better. Oh, that's dark. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah. I love it that Natalia and Natasha just coming in here and say hi to each other. It's so good. So I know in life that one of the important things is that we feel like someone cares about us and loves us. And one of my favorite things about reading to my children was reading them books that confirmed that we were sharing a special moment together, right? So if you guys know anybody who would like to hear some stories tonight or who would like to sing some lullabies with us, I know this is really dark, but it seems like, hey, there's Emily. Emily and her little sister Grace are 2 of my favorite people in the world. I've known Emily since she was 5 or 6, and her little sister Grace, I met her the day that she was born. So I've known her forever. Yeah, so let's get started. I don't care that there are only a few of you in here. Here's the deal. We are all about building a positive, loving community, and that is what is going on here. So hugs to you all. And I hope that you like these 2 stories that I'm sharing with you. So my son picked these, Benjamin. He's 18, and so he picked the books that I'm reading tonight. And have any of you ever heard The Kissing Hand? It's a sweet book. It takes a little while longer to read than You Are My I Love You, but I hope that you will enjoy it. Okay, here we go. The Kissing Hand. It's by Audrey Penn, illustrated by Ruth E. Harper and Nancy M. Leake. And this was a New York Times bestseller. It's such a sweet book. I know, right? They just bring back memories and they make you feel good. The thing about children's books is they just make you feel good. So good. Okay. Here we go. We've got Chester Raccoon and we're going to read about him. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. I don't want to go to school, he told his mother. I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you? Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. Oh. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do, she told him gently, even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start. Oh, we all hope that's true, huh? There's Chester Raccoon. Mom says, you'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books, and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home. That's kind of crazy, right? Nights at school as good as the days at home. I guess it's because raccoons go out at night, right? But mom's talking and saying that he will have fun at school. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. A secret? What kind of secret? A very old secret, said Mrs. Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand. The kissing hand? Asked Chester. What's that? He does look so sweet, doesn't he? I love the illustrations in this book. He looks so sweet. What's the kissing hand all about? I'll show you. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up his arm and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. See Mama Raccoon, Mrs. Raccoon kissing Chester's hand. Now he has a kissing hand. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. And that very kiss will jump into your face and fill you with toasty warm thoughts. It just helps to have somebody close to us. The kissing hand. I love this story. I need to do this during the day when there's more light in here. She took Chester's hand and very carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. Now, do be careful not to lose it, she teased him. But don't worry. When you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick. See, the children's book just made me feel good. Oh, I see that. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. See? Tita's right there. He knows it's there. Wherever he goes and plays, it will be there. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtfully. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. Give me your hand, he told her. So Chester has Mrs. Raccoon. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her, and with a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limb and enter school. And as the hoot owl rang in the school new year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. Aww. You know, it's so children, it's important, for parents to give positivity and love to their children. And what happens when we do that is they give it back. Parents often think how do I get my kids to be more loving and more positive? What you do is you give them love and positivity and they give it back. And I don't think there's anything more precious as a mother than getting that back from your children. So, wherever you are, whoever you're with, if there's somebody that needs to know that, you are thankful that they care about you, let them know. Give them a kissing hand. That's just such a sweet story. The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. I mean, it's no wonder my son loved this, right? He had a kissing hand, and so did I. It's just so sweet. It is. It's such a heartwarming little story. I love it so much. Oop, and there it went. So, because I'm not live streaming this on TikTok, because I figure like the people who want to come here will just come here and we'll enjoy ourselves. And again, I have told this story 100 times and I'll tell it again. The people who show up, the number that shows up is the exact perfect number that is supposed to be there. So we're now going to read You Are My I Love You. Now, those of you who maybe aren't Americans, I don't know if you hear some of the, American stories that we read to our children. But this is another one. This is probably my son's absolute favorite book. I read it to him over and over again. Now, he loved The Kissing Hand, but I'm telling you, this is just the sweetest story. I hope some of you have heard this story. And if you haven't, you're in for a treat. Ready? I can't say these names, and I wish I could. Marianne Kusimano, Love, Satomi Ichikawa. You Are My I Love You. I just butchered those names, but there we go. Yeah, this is the sweetest one, Natasha. I bet this is my favorite one. Everybody needs to have this story. Ready? I am your parent. You are my child. I am your quiet place. You are my wild. Oh, this brings back such memories. I am your calm face. You are my giggle. I am your weight. You are my wiggle. I am your carriage. You are my king. I am your push. You are my swing. I am your audience. You are my clown. I am your London Bridge. You are my falling down. I am your carrot sticks. You are my licorice. I am your dandelion. You are my first wish. Oh, I love that. I am your water wings. You are my deep. I am your open arms. You are my running leap. I am your way home. You are my new path. That's not true about parents and kids. I don't know what is. I am your dry towel. You are my wet bath. I am your dinner. You are my chocolate cake. I am your bedtime. You are my wide awake. I am your finish line. You are my race. I am your praying hands. You are my saying grace. I am your favorite book. You are my new lines. I am your nightlight. You are my starshine. I am your lullaby. You are my peekaboo. I am your goodnight kiss. You are my I love you. I just can't even with how sweet this story is. Even now, when I read it, it still brings me to tears. I just don't think there's anything more powerful than telling a child that you love them. And sometimes it's hard for parents as kids get older to remember that saying I love you, those are three of the most powerful words that we have in any language. I love you. Children's books remind us, I think, of just simple emotions and how they are so precious and important. I think we get caught up in a very complex world in this information overload. And I think so many kids, teenagers especially, were originally attracted to my platform because I think they felt like, oh, here's somebody who like is speaking what we wish our parents knew. And when it all comes down to it, the breakdown is kiss a kid's hand and they'll kiss it back. Say, I love you. There's nothing more powerful than that. I mean, just all there is to it. But anyway, so those of you are here. I know Natasha is still here, and I know Natalia is still here. And I know Emily and her sissy are still here. So I used to sing lullabies a lot when I would do live streams on TikTok. And, I think that sometimes in life, we just need a safe place to go and a safe place to know that, when you come there, you're going to feel good, right? And I think the thing about children's stories is that they try to make us feel good, right? So many adult stories, we hear all this negativity, and there's just so much joy and love in children's stories. When it comes to lullabies, I think I mentioned last week when I was on here that, my grandma and my mom and my dad all had certain songs that they would, sing to me. And the one that my dad always sung or whistled, and I say whistled. Did you know that WH in English is supposed to be pronounced hua? Like everybody makes fun of me when like winter is a W without an H after it. So that's winter. But whistle is a WH. Everybody says whistle. It's whistle. Like, did you all even know that? It's like whistle. It's supposed to be pronounced HW. Anyway, so he would whistle tunes, and we would sometimes sing, play like, I can name that tune in 3 notes or whatever. He'd normally whistle them because he could whistle a tune a lot better than he could sing a tune. But the one he sung to me was You're My Sunshine. And, I just don't think it's even that, like, I think the holidays just made me miss my parents so terribly. You always say, yeah, look it up. It's supposed to be hua. Anyway, the holidays made me miss my parents. I don't even know if I can get through singing You Are My Sunshine. Both my parents have been gone quite a while now. I'm 49, or I'll be 49 in February. So I'm closing in on 50, but I'm still pretty young. My children, are still teenagers, and they don't have any grandparents at all left. And my phone, my it's gonna go to sleep soon, so I gotta get through this. Anyway, I will sing "You Are My Sunshine" to you. It reminds me of my dad, pretty important person. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awakened, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Oh my gosh. My voice, it's hard to sing. Can't stay on tune when I'm all like weepy and stuff. But that reminds me of my dad. It's a good thing. Anyway, thank you all for thank you, Natasha. Thank you all for joining me. Make sure that you have your notifications turned on, because I'm not sure exactly what my schedule is going to be as I figure out my January and how I want to do these moving forward. I'm just not quite certain. I may be switching my schedule up a little bit. So make sure you have your notifications turned on, at least for, I think you can do it just for this channel, but my camera is about to die. Hugs to you all. I'll see you in a few days, sometime this weekend for sure. But I hope you have a blessed evening. Remember, the takeaway from this is you love up other people, they will love you back. And people need to hear, I love you. I need to set traditions with people so that they remember you fondly. That's important. Irish song. Oh, I want to hear it. Which translates a little, I wish, I mean, that's probably Gaelic. Hugs, Natalia. Hugs, Natasha. I'll see you in a few days. Be in touch with me. Hugs.
The computer battery died?
Yeah, it is.